get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And we're underway from the bank. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it with Travion Henderson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. No one's around him. He's got space. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
So all they needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Pistol snap to Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. We come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Lamar out of the pistol. Caught by Flowers. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Making that throw in the double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. It gives some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Henderson on his own read. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That one's going to be brought to an end by Shamar Stewart.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Complete out to the right side. He's out of bounds, right around the 10. That's enough to make this 1st and goal.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
The extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Big 13.
Right to the air, Burrow. His first pass falls incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Lights up.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
That's a run that will take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Gun. Stop. Ready? Stop.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And the defenders there to knock this away. And that effort means it's 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock. And not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Burrow trying on 4th down. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Pretty big kick for him. Actually, a new season long. And when you do that, guess what happens? You're going to get called upon from that distance yet again.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
180.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. No place to go. Ravens taken down. A nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17.
Let's get set.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He steps in and makes the interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
Oh, we're ready.
1st and 10 from the 32. Counter play, it's Henderson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Jackson to throw it. Jump off, caught by his back. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Option give to Henderson. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's a 10-0 ball game. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. 2nd quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And let's get to him and take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Jackson now, 3rd and long. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. Oops, knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Right 80.
Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. And he drives that puck backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
Right side. Back.
It's Scannaboo on 2nd down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a first down.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Shot. 180. Right side. Shot.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Will McDonald there on the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Right 80. 11 MT. 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Here we go. Here we go. 180. Stop.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
A 61-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. But you still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
LeJonte Wester to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Jackson. A dangerous throw. He almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Lamar off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
A big loss
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this one gets just beyond midfield before sailing out.
At their own 46-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Right 80. What is hot? Stop.
Driving forward with Scatterboot. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Namdi Matabike making that stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Right 80.
Going right back to Scatterboot. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Throw left side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
180. Stop.
From the gun, it gets to Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
11 MT, Tate. Gun. Stop. Ready. Stop.
Here's Brown again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my basement cluster. Ground control over the soul like blowing up.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
Throw here, 3rd down. Higgins downfield, and he has it. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
180. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. Good running here on 1st down as he works his way forward for about 8.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Running with Scatterboot. Good defensive stand here, and they push him away from the goal line. That's back to the 4. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Scatterboot on 3rd. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Brown goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here. presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On the handoff, here's Scannaboo. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals make it a one-score game before halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Ollie set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Wester on the return. They pull out the reverse. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds his running back, Henderson. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now here's Lamar. Forced that to his right. He's running with it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
One last play before the break. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
On 1, ready?
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
What's this set? Right 80. Right up. Stop.
Scatterboo now from the gun. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and the Bengals have a first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Cut. Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Slarick, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you gotta keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Give on second, it's Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go, first down.
Cut. Hey, can. Cut.
They'll run again with Brown. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Right 80. Cut.
Now it's Scatterboo. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Here we go. Right 80. Right cut. Cut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 4th down now, the Bengals turn to Austin McNamara to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Caught. Nice gain left side. And after making a catch, he is dipped quickly at the 38. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things. Separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that separation will create the big play down the field.
And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 from the 43. Lamar now from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So now they have 3rd and short.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Henderson on his own lead. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Would have been about a 50-yard attempt on the field goal. The offense staying out there to go for this. A quick throw here, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Baltimore, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. He rolls to his right. He can run it. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, Uncle, sit up!
Henderson has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the half. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Jackson throwing for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On 2, ready?
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Hey, can.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Ready?
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up 4th and long. The Bengals send out the punting unit. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So that one looked like it didn't make it to midfield, and yep, that's correct. They're marking it out beyond the 45, but short of the midfield logo. seconds here for one final play before the end of the quarter. It's Henderson on the give. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. So we hit the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This one's set up for Lamar. And who knows what was going on there as he's finally brought down for a huge loss.
It's sure nice to see for this defense when a run heads out there to this corner's domain, to the outside, well, he's able to finish the play off. And the best part, oh, sure tackle from a corner. No chance he was slipping out of that one.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
First and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 80.
Driving forward with Scatterboot. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Right, 80.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Gain 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
And the Bengal first down.
Let's get set.
From the gun, and get to Brown. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. Right, 80.
Here's Brown again. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Right, 80.
3rd and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Has it downfield. It's Chase. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
6 yards.
Right, 80.
Cincinnati.
On 1st down, this is Scatterboot. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no result. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Brown on the inside give. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A gain of 4 for them. That sets up 3rd and 7.
On 1, ready? Gun. Cut. Right 80. 12.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
180. Plays hot. Cut.
Desperation time here on 4th. Short pass brought in. And he won't make the marker. They rally to him in time. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens close to picking up their 5th win. 2nd down now, they need 7. Sticking with Henderson. He has this down to the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
180.
They give now to Henderson. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.